Okay. What we got here? All right. A statement on my future important announcement. Nigel Farage. Okay. That's UK's market risk. I don't think much is going on. But Mari is kind of down a little bit, uh, which is fine. Uh, okay. So we got the heat map going on the Ninja Trader add-on. We got the heat map right here. Yeah, there's some other things. Oh, I had a trade kickoff right here. We've got I'm gonna do 1.4 is released. 1.4 is released. Auto Trader is not released. If you viewed the video, you'll know that the Auto Trader is not released. I'm still looking into that. I need to do some research on that, but right here, if you would have gotten in on that, that probably would have netted you about 50, $75. I mean, there ain't much going on. I don't even know why people try to trade the pre-market unless it's really moving, which it's really not. It's like 10 ATR, 10 ATR average true range in a 1 minute. It's like 10. Uh, but this is the kind of stuff we are looking for right here. You're looking for a down move. Let's put the moving average, the fast and the slow right here for the order flow bar moving average. We only have one. Yeah, that's fine. This is the kind of stuff we are looking for. You got a sell and balance right here, and we kind of sold off, but not much is happening in the free market, to be quite honest. But the one thing I want to point out is this yellow line. That's the fast order flow bar moving average, and the blue line is the slow order flow bar moving average. This is basically uh, 3 and 3, and that's 7 and 5 for the period and the smoothness. I'm taking Heiken Ashi data. This is a custom moving average. I'm taking Heiken Ashi data and smoothing it out with the exponential moving average. Okay, so I mean, you could possibly just use the 9 EMA if you want. It's not going to be exact, but you only want to take signals when the 1 minute confirms that you are moving down, not like in an upward trend. And you want to take signals like this, like the sell signal. If it's below both moving averages and the moving averages are diverging apart from each other. It's kind of like what you're looking for. We'll get some trades off today. I'm gonna turn on CK boom. I'm gonna turn on Auto Trader. Auto Trader is not in version 1.4 for you. There are some other things, more things I need to look at. It's working. There are just some legality issues I need to pan out because all the parameters are hard coded, and from what I read, that's I need a like a CTA license or certification or something. I don't know, but I guess from what I was reading, if you have an auto traded system, algorithmic trading system that people use, if it has a bunch of parameters, then you don't need like a CTA license or something like that. I don't know. I need to look into it more. Last thing I want is the one of those government alphabet agencies coming after me. All right, but version 1.4 is released. Okay, and also we got a free trial going on. Well, it's always a free trial, 7 days. Try it out. If you have any problems, just send support at orderflowbars.com. Also, hopefully, I'll hear back from Rhythmic about my custom trading platform if it's vendor approved. And if it is, oh boy, we're going to release that bad boy. Uh, let's see. Free trial. Okay. What we got for news? What we got for news? Not much. Not much for news. We had U.S. trade balance negative 77.6 billion. So, it is what it is. When you click on it, when you're on Financial Juice and you click on it, it takes a while because I don't know why the site sucks. I don't know. International trade goods and services. It just gives you that, but it was 78.4 billion. I don't know what yeah, you're delayed news. Yes, I know I'm using the free version of Financial Juice. But at 12:05 Trump attends NATO dinner at why is it 12:05? Why is it not just 12? Cuz he going to be late. He always late. Um all right, here we go guys and girls or whatever. Uh Never know nowadays. Uh, Hopefully I can hear back from Rhythmic today. That would be fantastic. Uh, 9:23. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the parameters real quick that I'm using for the level 2 data. You need level 2 data. You can get it from these prop firms. Resting orders is maybe, let's just go with 10. Okay. Let's just clear this out. Um, I'll show you the parameters that I'm using. I'm using a 5-second chart. Yes, I'm using a 5-second chart. I'm going to trade it at 9:45. I'm going to turn it on at 9:45. Uh, for the 5-second chart, you can also use the 32 range bar if you want, or whatever you want to use. I'm using a balance ratio of 4 and levels of 2 and show 2 plus zones. I'm only showing 2 plus zones. I want to see strong imbalances. So I'm using 2 plus zones. I'm tick merging it. I have to tick merge NQ to 4. I don't have to, but I do. I tick merge it to 4 because I want to have good quality data. And the NQ is the thinly traded market. Okay, so that's what I really need. Let's look at the 1 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute, make sure it's on RTH so you can see the volume profile, delta profile, and stuff. Um, I'm not showing any delta or percentages. I'm showing aggregated volume. Let's start with 100 because I don't know what's going to happen. Uh, the institutions might come to play, they might not. I'm using imbalance ratio of 4 levels of 2, show 2 plus zones. Yes. I want to see strong imbalance zones. I'm tick merging the 1 minute to 4 as well. Okay. Uh, Volume profile tick merge, the volume profile and the delta, I'm tick merging that to 8. Why? Just because it looks better. You don't need to, but you know, whatever looks good for you. Okay. Minimum volume, this doesn't matter. Okay. Um, but make sure you have session RTH. If you have session overnight and you're not seeing any big trades, it's probably because you're on overnight and not RTH. And if you are on, or let's say you're on RTH and you still don't see any trades, like we might not see any large volume of aggregated trades of 100 for a single order. It, in order to test it, just take it to like 10. And then you'll see a little tiny bubble. And then you'll know that it's working. And then you just up it. Um, but that's the settings for the 1 minute. Okay, and this is the 5-second chart. Yes, I'm using a 5-second chart. And no, I'm not crazy because I back tested it. Uh, I use Data Bento. If you go to databento.com, I use their tick for tick data, their MBO data back test. 32 range bar works pretty good. A 5 second on a double stacked imbalance ratio is working good. There's something that I have for my custom trading platform. Uh, uh, Weird boy 7213. Hey, how you doing? Um, are you using time charts or range bars when you pass those evals or got the funded? Uh, I know you've been doing pretty good. Are you using range bars or are you using 928? We got 2 minutes to the open. Um, Hopefully I'll hear back from Rhythmic today. Range charts. Okay, we're using 32. This is a 5 second chart. I'm going to test this on eval. I'm going to test this on an eval number 19. Um, Yesterday I traded my funded account. I did all right. It wasn't a losing day, which was good. It was kind of a slow day yesterday, which, you know, coming off the 4th of July weekend is to be expected, I guess. Yeah, version 1.4 is out. So, all right, we got about a minute to the open. Yeah, Delta candles. Yeah, that's definitely good. Hopefully I can hear back from Rhythmic this week and I can get this custom trading platform out to people this month. So I'm hoping for 929. I let the market settle down when it opens. There we go. And the gates are open. And look at that. Okay, here we go, folks. The gates are open. Look at that whipsaw. Look at that. Down, up. I mean, this is going to get nuts, folks. Sit on your hands. Sit on your hands. I mean, if you want to try and do what I did yesterday and catch it open and drive, that's fine. But you gotta understand that you can get in trouble. Like that opening drive would have been sweet, man. This opening drive, man, I need to write a strategy for this and start testing this. This would have been really good. So if you do an opening drive and you see something like this with these buy imbalance and you start breaking that, you can try to run for it. Um, you're not going to be able to unless you're using hotkeys and you're really quick. But I'm an old fart, so I don't think I'm that quick. I have to write a program to trade it for me. But that's probably what I would like to be able to do is trade these opening drives is find out what the average like the first 5 minutes or find out what the average volume is for the last 5 days. And then when you see something like this, when you get a break of that, and these moving averages are sloping upwards and you get some aggregated buy volume and you break the high, you go ahead and mark it in and just run that up. And then I don't know what the exit would be though. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But that'd be fun to try to do the opening drive. Uh, let the market settle down, folks. At least I let it settle down for the first. You know, my window 9:45 to 11:45, 2 hours. That's my window. 2 hours. So we got quite a bit of volume the first 5 minutes. I don't see anything over 100 though, man. Um, see if we look at this. I don't see anything. I see 71, 82, 90, something like that. I'm not seeing a lot of oh, 1,000 sell. Look at that. Look at ooh, 900 single order contract, 900 single order contract. That's a sell, my friends. Um, man, there we go. It's a quick buck 60. Um, uh, First 3 minutes, I don't trust it, but that's 1,000 sell. That's a quick buck 60. Um, I just hotkeyed that in. Boy, they are really cranking this out today, ain't they? Look at all that selling right there. Okay, I wouldn't go long, not even with Trump's money today. Um, yeah, I just don't trust it the first few minutes. That's why I had the stop kind of tight. I don't trust this thing. They can easily crank this thing back up to 29,650. I'm gonna adjust these settings. Go 100 maybe. We'll go to 100. Yeah. Yeah, there's some serious I'm just gonna clear out the heat map. The heat map got cleared for sure. All right. So pulse heat map NQU6. Why? All right. I don't know what that was about, but let's restart on that. Let's go to 19. Um, the heat map settings I have set to minimum volume of 10, resting orders of 10. Okay. So these liquidity lines you see here has to be a minimum resting order of 10. So that was a quick buck 60 this morning. Yeah. Come on, man. Yep, that's not good. Let's just wait till we can get something. Uh, Alrighty. All right, I'm up $500 now. I'm not going. Why was that filled? The heck is going on? All right, all right. I'm up five and a quarter. Did that spike up and hit me? All right. Well, I'm up five and a quarter. I'm up five and a quarter. So it is what it is. Um. All right. I'm gonna sit on my hands and wait until I find out what the heck is going on. Okay. Um. I'll be glad when I get my own platform released with them. But this is what I have so far. Okay. That's what I got so far, five and a quarter. Um. Okay. So, all right. Let me explain why I took this. Okay. What? Okay. For one thing, I took that buy. This buy imbalance. This is a triple buy imbalance area. So I got in here. Okay. I got stopped out. I tried it again on the break and I got stopped out. Okay. Why? Because all these shorts right here, I was looking for a squeeze upwards. Okay. That didn't happen. So then we started rolling over on order flow bar moving averages. Why did I do a buy here? Because the order flow bar moving averages were sloping upwards. The 1 minute was telling me we're moving down. Okay, so that was definitely a counter trend trade, and I knew. Oh, I didn't know, but I was expecting a stop out. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm cool with that. And then all of a sudden we see a sell imbalance, and then we see aggregated sell volume. So I had to get in here. Okay, and then that's where I was down. I don't know how much I was down. Maybe negative a couple hundred. I don't know. But now I'm up five and a quarter. Okay. Uh, so when I got in here because of the sell imbalance, I started trailing the stops on the lows here. Okay. Start trailing the stops on lows, and then I just got stopped out. But, it is what it is. I'm just wondering. I got to bring up my trading platform. I got to bring up my trading platform, guys. Don't worry about that. That's just my terminal. Come on. Come on. This is just a terminal that I use for development and all kinds of other things. Uh, Here, I got to verify this price. I don't know if I'm lagging on the price or not. This is, uh, all right. What we got here? What we got here? I need to blank out my screen real quick because I need to get the password, open quick access, Apex Trading. Okay, let me unblank this right now. Okay. Connections, rhythmic. I'm I'm going to verify that I am currently the right price. Bullnox has a tendency, I don't know if it's Bullnox or who the heck it is, Ninja Trader, but it has a problem of NQU6. All right, where are we at? This is 25.5. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I guess it is 20, 25.595. Yeah. All right. 586. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm on my trading platform. Uh, I just wanted to check to make sure the price ain't lagging. Well, it lags a little bit with Ninja Trader. I don't know if that's Ninja Trader or what it is, but here, we'll just put this over here. I'll just keep that over there. Let me go back to Bullnox. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to verify that my do 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 that the price wasn't lagging. All right, so I'm up 5.25 so far on 19. We've got some buy volume up in here. We finally got some big dogs playing today. We got some big dogs that are playing today. Uh, okay, maybe not. Uh, maybe not. Um, all right, 9:45. As you saw there, this is a 5-second chart. As you saw there, it was a double buy imbalance. So I got in here, I saw that spike right there, so I moved to a break even, and then it got stopped out. And then uh, people say, "Well, why don't you let it breathe?" Well, look what it's doing now. No, I'm looking for spikes up. Okay, I ran the back tests, and the thing is, uh, I get a lot of break evens, okay? I get a lot of break evens, and I do this with the range bar as well, a 32 range bar. That's how I passed all those because because I use break evens a lot, and then I just try to manage the trade. That's why you saw me drag it up because I was looking for a spike and then move it up to below the low. But it is what it is. You get stopped out, you move along. I'm still up 5.25. Where's the VWAP? We're definitely below the VWAP. Volume weighted average price, we're definitely below that. I think what I'm going to do is sit on my hands. Nope, I don't trust you. Uh, I could test to make sure that the auto trader is working pretty good. Boy, doing this, I'm trading on a Mac. And I'm using parallels from Ninja Trader. Not a good idea. I could just do that. Let's see, NQU6. Get rid of that. Indicators. I'll give you a little sneak peek of my custom platform. The indicators, we're going to do stacked and balance, and we're going to do order flow bar moving average. The stacked and balance, we're going to set this to 4 and 2. We're going to do 2 stacks, and we'll just set that right there. And then order flow bar moving average, we're going to set this to 3 and 3. We're going to make this color, we're going to make it yellow. Let's get another moving average up there. Uh, mm. Let's see. Let's look at the market levels. The market levels for this market levels overnight lows. We're below the overnight lows, as you can see right here. These are the market levels. We're below the VWAP, below previous day highs, previous day overnight lows, overnight highs. We're below, so it's definitely bearish, folks. We're definitely bearish, as you can see right here on the market levels of my custom platform. We're definitely bearish. So like I said, I wouldn't be looking for longs even with Trump's money. As you saw, I tried to go long twice and got smacked down, but I'm still up 500. So it is what it is, folks. Was that count 11? Yeah. It's 4 and 3. Yeah. So let the market settle, folks. Let the market settle down. Why is that? I don't want that. I want this. I don't want stack scalper. I want that. I want this. I want that to be 7. That to be 5. Go from there. All righty. Let's take a look at this. I mean, it's a pretty tight range right here. If you see on the 1 minute, we had 1,000 sell. That would have been a nice little run. That would have been like $1,400. Did anybody get that? That would have been nice. I had a pretty tight stop because I don't trust this market. We had 900 aggregated, 200 aggregated. Look at that. 894 single order contract, 900 single order contract. Man, there is some serious freaking there's some serious money being slung around this morning. When you start dumping in 894 single order contracts, 900 single order contracts, I know what people are thinking. It, uh, yep. I know what people are thinking. I'm trying to stay focused here, folks. I'm trying to stay focused. Trying to stay focused. I know what people are thinking. How can you have 800, 900 single order contracts when there's not that much liquidity in the books? Well, the thing is, these big institutions have backroom deals that they do. Okay. These big institutions have some backroom deals that they do. They've got backroom deals. All right, I'm up a buck 62 on my Apex. It's kind of hard for me to, as you can see on my Apex, I'm up a buck 62. I'm I got some of this right here. Okay, I got a little bit of this right here. Okay, a little bit of that movement right there. It's kind of hard. It's hard for me to trade streaming. It really is, folks. I don't know why. I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. I really can't. I just can't. Uh, this would have been a good one to do. As you can see, the moving averages right here. We had a sell and balance right up in here. Okay, we had a sell and balance right up here. I don't even know why I'm doing that. Come on, man. We mm, we had a sell and balance right there, so you get in on the break of that, and then you just ride it down. I'm trying to do multiple things at once. That's why I'm having a problem trading and streaming. Trying to do multiple things at once. And trying to trade on two different platforms. I really, really hope that Rhythmic will approve my right now. As you can see here, this is my Apex account. Okay, and I'm up a buck 62 today. I mean, Rhythmic trading platform by Rhythmic. Okay, Rhythmic is great. Um, they gave me what they gave me personal access where I can trade like uh demo accounts. I can trade live money. I might open. I'm thinking about opening up an account with Iron Beam and trade that. And trade that. I got a personal account with Ninja Trader. I'm thinking about transferring that money over to Iron Beam and just trade on my personal platform with my personal account. Um, I'm always going to support the Ninja Trader add-on, so that's not going to be a problem, folks. Um, why is that not? Oh, that is updating a little bit. I think it's because of the time down here. I need to add a border so when it trades down, it yeah. Do. But as you can see on the custom on my custom platform, hopefully we can get it released out to you guys. I have hotkeys right here, hotkeys. Okay, and the hotkeys. Here's all the hotkeys I have: Shift B, S, E, X, market buy, market sell, break even, stop loss at the previous low candle, and flat. Uh, and also the chart trader. When you enable chart trader on my custom platform, what you're going to have is a floating window that you can move around. Okay, it's a floating window that you can move around. Uh, or you can just put it up like that and not worry about it. Uh, Man, we are really bearish today, ain't we? We really bearish today, ain't we? Um, yeah, hopefully that'll get released and we'll be all good, folks. This is what I have so far on Ninja Trader 5.25 and my personal platform 162. Um, This is trading off of a 5-second chart, and, uh, the video I have, if you look at this, uh, if you NQU6, if you go off of a range bar, resources for my, the, running parallels is not a good idea with NinjaTrader. That's why I trade mostly off my custom platform. Man, I just can't. It's just too much. It's just too much going on. It's gonna crash parallels. Um, Mainly, it's gonna crash parallels. So I just need to get. Come on, man, hurry up, get off of there. Boy, oh boy, don't you do this to me. I really need a dedicated Windows system for trading with NinjaTrader and not running parallels, man. This is just horrible. Yep, resources. Oh man, don't you crash on me. Thank you. Get out of there. Let's clear this out. Uh, my personal platform, I don't have that problem because it's a native Mac app. We're starting to move back up. We might come back up to the VWAP. We don't know. We might. Let's recenter this. Uh, yeah, we've had a pretty decent bearish morning. Boy, look at they got the crap squeezed out of them, didn't they? Oh, we got a sell and bounce right there. There's the thing about that sell and bounce I don't like. For one, the fast moving average is above the slow. Plus, if you look at where those imbalances were and where we closed above those imbalance areas. Okay, that's absorption, folks. The bit stream rate, yeah, I know. My internet's probably sucking right now. Jesus, this is bad. Sometimes I got problem with Comcast in my area. This is just horrible, man. Uh, well, no, it ain't too bad. I mean, I don't know why the stream is kind of suffering. Whatever, man. Connect your encoder. Yes, I connect. I don't know why the stream is bad. It just says bit rate, whatever. Some days it's fine, some days it sucks. Some days it's fine, some days it sucks. I have no idea. Um, Market levels, we're coming right up on the VWAP at about 536. All right, it says the stream now is fine. I don't know. Hang in there, folks. We'll get it all. We only, yeah, they're weird. Boy, we got some selling there, folks. If you look on my platform, my custom platform, you'll see the VWAP. We're below it. We're below everything. Previous day highs, lows, overnight highs and lows. We're below everything, man. That don't mean they can't run this crap up. They do what they want to do. Okay, they do what they want to do. Um, So far, oh, we got a sell, 57 sell, aggregated sell right there. We got a sell and bounce right there, but I didn't like that. The reason I didn't like it is, for one, you got to look at where we're at. We're in the little consolidation area right here. Look at the 1 minute, just kind of wicks at the tops and the bottoms. You got sell and bounce right there, but it's right in between the fast and slow moving average. Now you have 57 aggregated sell, so you could use that as support and try to get yourself a sell signal. But you got to understand, you got to adhere to the stops, folks. And who cares if you get stopped out, right? I tried to go long twice and got stopped out, man. I made money, and then I took a winner and two losers, then took a winner, and I'm up five and a quarter. Who cares? And then on Apex, as you can see here on Apex, I'm up a buck 62. All right. It could have been more, but I'm trying to do multiple things at once. Chewing bubblegum and walking is not my forte. I can tell you what my where I really banging out is uh, when I'm not streaming and wait a minute, what's going on? What's going on? I've received a report of a further incident involving a tanker transmitting the Straits of Hormuz. Boom, 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 boom. This is at 9:58, folks. Um, you got to use financial juice. UK MTO have received a report of a further incident involving a tanker transiting through the Straits of Hormuz. Okay. Hey there, Mr. Trump. Uh, I don't know. I could be wrong about this, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I looked at the map. Now, I could be wrong, but isn't 12 miles off the coast of any country is your waters? Anything beyond 12 miles off the coast, anything beyond 12 miles is international waters. And I think, I could be wrong, correct me if I am. I, I think the Straits of Hormuz is 32 miles wide. Okay. So only 12 miles off the Iranian coast is their property. So anything beyond 12 is international waters. Now, if you start, I don't know. If you start doing crap like that in international waters, you need to be dealt with. Um, but hey, that's just me. Trump wants to negotiate. Trump wants to make a deal. Want to make a deal? Well, Mr. President Trump, making a deal with the mafia about putting concrete on the ground and building a big building is one thing. Dealing with the Iranians is another. So making a deal is going to be kind of hard, especially with the Iranian government. The average Iranian person, awesome. You know, oh boy. I don't like that cell signal right there just because we're still above, but it is what it is. Mother. Uh, I mean, that cell signal worked out right there. I just don't like it. It'd have been better if it was on this candle, but we're not really selling off that much anymore. I mean, it's not like it's a liquidation day. Um, we're just kind of going back and forth, to be quite honest, folks. We're breaking the lows. Breaking the lows, folks. Break the low. Breaking the lows. Ooh. So this is very interesting right here. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to take a look at this right now. Take a look at this. You had a aggregated cell and then we closed above it. That's absorption, folks. That is absorption. That's absorption. Yeah, if you look at the 1 minute on the right, we're just kind of right in between. That is just not all that great. We're just right in between there. Uh, in order to move up, what I would really like to see is some strong buyers. That's what I'd like to see. Some strong aggregated buy. If you're trying to catch the bottom, that is what you're going to have to see. You're going to have to see some aggregated large buy volume. Not that 63 sell we just saw. You want to see aggregated buy volume in order to keep moving up. Yeah, so you got the aggregated sell. We need some. You got a little bit right there. Not very much. There's just not much going on. We got liquidity sitting there at 402. You got some people sitting on the bid. You got about 119 sitting there at 29,400. About 115. I don't know. About 100 and some sitting there on the books. About 135. There we go. We got some fills on that. Um, we got 66 aggregated sell. There's about 130. It looks like 130. Yep, it got filled. So they got filled, folks. Um, and they are pushing it down. Is this going to be a liquidation day? That is the question. It definitely got filled. There was about 130 on the books there. Definitely got filled. Uh, got about 56 aggregated. There's a lot of selling coming in. About 1,000 sitting on the books at 370. You got about 1,000 sitting on the books at 29,370. You got a bunch of fills there. I don't know if they yanked some of it or not. Got about 62 aggregated buy. You got some buyers trying to step up, but ain't nothing really happening. You got about 92 buy right there. You got 60 some, 90 by 150 aggregated buy. Well, they just pushed it down again, didn't they? You got more aggregated buy, but they are not. Whoa, you got some more that came in. You got about 200. Boy, they trying, ain't they? Up, you got about 147 aggregated sell. Got more buying and selling. There's a nice little battle going on right here. You got about 1,000 on the books at 3.5. At 29 3.5, you got about 1,000 sitting on the bid. Got about 1,000 sitting on the bid at 3.5. You got 900, 900 single order contract. Get about 1,000. Got 900 single order contract. Wow, this is just getting ugly today, folks. I know people are saying, well, how can you have 900 single order contract when there's not that much liquidity on the books? Well, we had about 1,000 right here. Okay, we had about 1,000 sitting on the bids. Like we got 130 some at 330. Okay, the thing is, this is institutions that are buying and selling, so they play off of the backs of each other. Okay, they play off of the backs of each other. Okay, and they play off the backs of each other. So when they do that, they can fill those orders. But they're really trying today, ain't they? They try hard, ain't they? Wow, they are just selling today, ain't they? Yeah, so these institutions play off of the backs of each other. Uh, that's how they can fill these orders pretty good. Plus, you got market makers. Market makers come into the market, and what they'll do is they'll buy a bunch of contracts and then they'll hedge against it and then release it throughout the day in the market. That's kind of what they do. They just kind of release it throughout the day. I mean, this is um, if you look at the 1 minute, you got like 984 single order contract. That ain't no retail trader. That's an institution playing off of the backs of another institution. So yeah, Cancel, thank you. Now, if you see something like this right here, yeah, that's a valid signal, but the problem is look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute will play along. Look at the 1 minute. It's definitely bearish, okay? So if you try to get in on something like that, you gotta have a stop, and you better adhere to that stop. Alrighty, so w well, we got some selling coming in. We got some more selling coming in. Well, it's hard trying to trade off 2 platforms. I'll be glad when I get that rhythmic released. Um, if you look at the 1 minute right here, it's just kinda basing out. You got a lot of selling up in here, okay? So, if you wanna try and catch a long, you're gonna have to I would possibly wait to see what the 1 minute is gonna do. If we close above the slow and fast moving average, then yeah, you're not gonna catch the full bottom, or it could rip up and rip your face off, who knows? Um, I'm not seeing much action on the heat map. We got sell and balance right there, and we closed above it, so that's an absorption area right there where the buyers kind of lifted the offer on that. Boy, they are really selling this thing today, ain't they? We just keep breaking new lows, man. We just keep breaking new lows. Wow, this thing is just extremely slow. I think running parallels with this is just a horrible experience. I'm always going to support Ninja Trader add-on, but got about buck 50, about 200 sitting on the bid there at 290. It's just my system. I'm running a MacBook Pro and running a Ninja Trader on Parallels, and it's not a good experience. It really is not. I would not recommend it at all. I would not recommend it. We just keep going down, folks. This is a liquidation day, more than likely. Come on, man. Wow. Yeah. This is not good with the parallels. Not good with the parallels. This is horrible. Uh, let's take a look at this. Well, that's a pretty hefty handle. Go back 20 days. So if we look at a profile chart, this is what I'm seeing. We're right here at the bottom of the channel. Uh, since that was June 22nd. So this is definitely bearish day if you didn't notice it. Um, yeah, it's definitely a bearish day if you didn't notice it. Um, Holy smokes, that was not good. That was ugly, folks. That was ugly as you know what. Come on. Ooh. All right. Whew. Every time you think you're basing out, look at this. You think you're basing out and it sells off. You think you're basing out and it sells off. So, man, come on. I really think I need to optimize this. Please, make me vendor approved with this so I can get away from this parallels crap. Oh my god. All right, I got to shut down this. It's the pulse map that's doing it. It's taking too much resources away from my parallels. I just can't do it. The good thing is the ATR is kind of low. That's a good thing. So we were able on the 1 minute right here. If you look at the 1 minute right here, we are above the fast and slow moving average, but there's a lot of wicks on the top and the bottom on this previous 1 minute. We got a wick on the current 1 minute. Um, but you got a lot more sellers, aggregated sellers than you do buyers right here. Okay, you got a lot more aggregated uh, sellers than buyers. So that is not looking too hot, to be quite honest. Um, you got the largest single order. Uh, Looks like a buy was right here, or no, a sell right here. I'm just going to take that out. This market is moving a little too fast. Plus, I can see the bubbles right here. This is from the open. Had a lot of selling right here. We caught some right here. We had a lot of buying. They got caught, and we just sold off. We're seeing a lot more selling than we are buying. Okay, if you're trying to catch along, that is going to be extremely difficult to do. Uh, okay, it's going to be extremely difficult to do. You could do it, but again, it's going to be extremely difficult. This is definitely a liquidation day. All right, let's see. Yeah. Come on, man. Stop. Yeah, sell and bounce right there. Yeah, sell and bounce, and we closed below it. So you just travel. So when you break that low right there, and you put your stop up here, and you just trail it down for low. And once you start basing out right here, you just put your stop right up in here. And yeah, you would have gotten stopped up, but you scalped yourself off a little bit. I wonder if the heat map. I closed down my platform. I wonder if the heat map will work good now. Well, it seems like it. It's probably just I don't have enough resources for this computer. Uh, Also, the update that I did, if you put in micro right here, I get if you click on micro, I don't have it so where it automatically adds it. So you just have to kind of manually add it in. Now the CME is mostly just putting an M in front of it. But there's other exchanges that are different. Okay. And with the auto trader, if we do like let's say we do two contracts and we go long and short, I'll see if the auto trader can't catch something. Uh, I want to trade the auto trader on micros because, well, what do I have the auto trader set to? That's the problem. Uh, Set the auto. Okay, so it's set to full auto. Okay. Let's see what the auto trader can do for the next hour. And this is on a 5-second chart. And I back tested it on a 5-second chart, and it seems like it does pretty good. Here, let me I'll be right back. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Yes, I know I'm using a free version. Get out of here. Auto Trader didn't take anything. It don't look like. Man, this thing, boy, this is really bearish day, ain't it? We're breaking new lows after new lows. Got all that selling right there. Ain't nothing but selling, folks. Ain't nothing but selling. Getting ugly up in here. Uh, Come on, man. Why, this is getting ugly as sin, ain't it? Got about 150 sitting on the bed at 210. 100, 160 on the bed at 210. Boy, they came alive, didn't they? It's getting ugly up in here. Let's see if we can't. MNQ U6. I don't know. I haven't tested the chart trader on there. I haven't tested. How would that work? Oh, that would actually work. I haven't tested this, the micro on the heat map. I'm pretty sure it works. Um, I'm pretty sure it's working. We got buying bounce on the 1 minute. We closed above it, but it's definitely down below the moving averages. So yeah, that's not a good thing. Even if you want to try and get in on that 1 minute with that buy and bounce right down there, you want to put your stop down by the low. I just wouldn't trust it, to be quite honest. Because you got all these sellers to the left of you that have a financial interest in keeping the market down. There's definitely a financial interest to keeping this market down. Um, Got about 116 sitting on there at about 2 1/4. I think it's about 116. Yeah. I'm gonna test out the micros, testing it out, trading the heat map. And come down there at 2 1/4. Let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure the hotkeys work. Oh crap. Um. Oh come on. That's why I didn't see it. We're at 19. Oh well. We'll see what we can do. Come on back down. That was a sim account. I do that. I forget to put the account in there. But at least the hotkey worked. And it worked on a micro, which is good. Now when you use this, it's not gonna show up. Why? What? I didn't oh, wait a minute. Mm, so when you have Auto Trader set, it's gonna go off of that. Come on, recenter. Thank you. Okay. So when you manually do it, when you have this Auto Trader enabled and you manually get in, it's going to go off of that. Yes. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Do I have any orders? Testing this Auto Trader. Uh, well, on the 1 minute, we had a buyer right here, 148 aggregated buyer, 70 single order contract was the highest single order was 70 buy, and we're starting to base around. But then again, they tried it right here too, and we sold off. So you got to be careful if you're trying to catch the bottom. Uh, you got to be careful if you're trying to catch the bottom. Okay. You got in on this right here. If you got in, if you got in on this right here, you want to put your stop down here. Okay. And you got stopped. Um, yeah, this market is definitely going to be hard to try and catch along because they just keep pushing it down. It's starting to base out. Got a lot of offers sitting on the books right there. That ain't looking too good, is it? Oh, they took it back. You know, I hope they don't try to do a slow grind up. That would suck. Oh, we got 55 aggregated sell. So definitely we got some selling. You got the 1 minute order flow bar moving average on the 1 minute sloping upwards. We're bouncing off of the fast moving average right there. You got 63 aggregated sell and we closed above it. So that is definitely a little bit of absorption right there, not much. I mean, it is definitely heavy on the selling today, but we'll see what we can do. I wouldn't be trying to take any sell orders because if you look at the 1 minute, we're kind of starting to slope upwards again on the 1 minute. So that is what you're looking for is a double stacked buy and bounce on this 5 second chart, which is the middle chart right here. This chart right here, the 5 second chart. Uh, you're looking for that, but you got a lot of offers sitting up here. You got about 34, about 34.40 up in here. Pretty high offers sitting up there. So you got to be careful a little bit. I got the Alder Trader running. I don't know what it's going to do, but as you can see, the Alder Trader is running long and short. Um, you don't have the Alder Trader because I'm still testing it. Also, there's some things I need to look into as far as legality issues because I have hard coded the parameters, which I might have to just have those parameters user defined, which will require more coding. But then I think it'll be okay for it to be an auto trader then if the if I read it correctly. And I added in version 1.4 the option to choose micros. So when you pick that micro up there and you type in MNQU6, Maybe if it's just a CME group, what I can do is just go ahead and automatically put the M in there. Uh, I'll eventually get that auto filled in, but from right now, you have to manually put in the micro ticker, um, which is no big deal. It's just nice to have it auto filled in, because different exchanges don't always just put the M in there for micro. The majority of them do. CME does. Um, yeah, let's see what we can do here. It's 11 o'clock, so got about 45 more minutes. The auto trader did take some trades. Let me not do that. Let me just get this back. Um, come on, man. Uh, 'It's gonna be a slow grind up, ain't it, to the VWAP? It's gonna be a slow grind up to the VWAP, ain't it? 11 o'clock. Oh my god, some we're gonna come back down to those moving averages and bounce off of them. What are we gonna do, folks? What are we gonna do? Well, we have a sell and bounce on the 5 second. Not that legitimate because you got the 1 minute that is sloping upwards, but it's like a counter trend trade on a 1 minute if you want to try and do it. Now the longer trend is definitely down. My other trader has not taken a trade. I took a trade earlier, but it was like a break even trade. I tried to go long, I think up in this area, and it ended up with a break even because we had a lot of wicks up here. Yeah, so the longer time frame is definitely short. Longer time frame is definitely short. The question is when we come down to here, let's look at the 1 minute. So when we come down to here, if my parallels will friggin' work. Oh my word, this is horrible. I hope Rhythmic approves my platform to be vendor approved. I can't deal with this. I will support NinjaTrader, folks, but I just can't trade with it. I've got a MacBook Pro and I'm using this to trade on parallels, and it's just a horrible experience. So we got the 1 minute right here. Uh, and get this. We got the 1 minute right here. I gotta get rid of that. It's using too much resources on my computer. We got the 1 minute right here. We definitely just sloped all the way down. We didn't cross over. We crossed over right here about 10:48. We kind of crossed over, and then we just been kind of slowly trying to grind up. But you got all of this area. You have all these sellers right here. You're right into an area of this sellers. These sellers right here, you're in this area right here with all these sellers. Okay. Now on the auto trader, I do have the micro tick, so I'm trading the micros on like two contracts. All right, I just manually scalped some off there. I didn't actually take the auto trader didn't take no trade. I just manually scalped some when we broke this area right here, and then I just took some off. Um, but how you would play that is because you have the order flip bar moving average right here. They are separated. You have a buy and bounce right here. We had an inside bar, so a break of that, it went on ahead and got in. Then I just cut it right here. Uh, but normally, how you want to do it is when you get in, you just trail up. You just trail it up on the lows, and then you just cut it. Uh, that's how I normally play it. And you got the let's do an order flow pulse. Let's do NQU. Let's see how the my famous range bars are working today. Um, 'Cause I do like trading the range bars. 32 tick range bars. That is pretty nice. We're at like a 26 ATR, so it's kind of slow day as far as that. Range bars are looking pretty nice. We had double buy and bounce right there, and we definitely moved up. You just got to be. Let's see right here. We're separating. Yeah, and it just pushes it right back down though. That's the problem. If you're trying to go long, you're not getting very much. That's a sim account. Uh, I don't wanna try and do double. Look at this 1 minute, it's just slowly just grinding upwards, very slow, slightly, and as you can see, the point of control kinda shifted down. The point of control is definitely is right here where we're at, so we're above the point of control barely, but it just shifted down. So that is where all the volume is right up in this area right here is the point of control. Right up in here, most of the volume, right up in here where we're at. Hmm, really? It only got a point and a quarter out of that, but hey, 13 and a quarter. So the Alder Trader did try to do something. As you can see right here, the Alder Trader did try to do something right here. It did two buys at 13 and a quarter, then a 14, then it sold it at 15 and a quarter. It was very short lived. Of course, that's what's going to happen with the 5 second now. So I tried to get in here, which is not, that's okay. I don't have it set to actually trade the slow. I don't have the logic trading the slow. So it closed above the fast moving average and then it got long. Uh, it only got a buck and a quarter profit. I mean, it only got point and a quarter profit, basically just 1 point. Uh, ain't all that. But it worked. And we got another order filled. Uh, and it's going if it trades below this, if it trades below that right there and it closes below, then it's going to possibly get out. Uh, order filled, yeah. Might have to cut that alder trader off. I'm not going to let it eat up too much of my profits that I did this morning. This is just a slow grind day, ain't it? It was very interesting this morning. Now it's just kind of boring. As you can see, at 1 minute, we're just slowly grinding up, just slow grind. Got a little absorption. You had a buy and bounce right there and we closed below it. So they got absorbed up there at around 343. They got absorbed. The buy and bounce got absorbed. We closed below it, but they still keep grinding up. Just a slow grind up, like I said. That's what I was not looking for. I was not looking for a slow grind up today off the lows, but it looks like it is. Made most of my money was selling today. Uh, Most of the money was made going short today. Uh, okay. Yeah, most of the money was done short today. Going short today was most of the money. Okay. We got an aggregated buy of 56 contracts. That's about the only buyer we saw quite a while. It's not going to show up on this chart because I only have 100 set right here. But on this one, it does show. If you look at the settings, it shows right there aggregated one. Let's just switch that to 100 as well. So it kind of lines up. Slow grind up to the VWAP probably. We got a slow grinder to the VWAP. But you're gonna have to get past that big liquidity right there. That thousand, that right there was huge. As you can see right here, they had some big selling. That negative delta right there, that was huge. So was this right here. You got to get past that 354 right here. That 350, around that 350 area, 348 area. You have to get past this right here. That is that 984 single order contract. That right there. This one right here. You got to get past that. You got to close above it. You got to get that uncomfortable for a squeeze. Um, you got to get that uncomfortable for a squeeze. And you're eating up my profits there, Auto Trader. I'm not going to let you keep doing it. You got about 25 more dollars before I turn your little butt off. We got a point of control that shifted right here, about 3.5, roughly, I think. Yeah, about 3.5. We got about 100 aggregated sell. I'm sorry, 100 aggregated buy, but we are closing below it. And we got a sell right here. We've got inside bar, so a break of that inside bar, we could sell off. Uh, we, we got a break of that inside bar. All right, I made back some of the profits that the Auto Trader lost. Like I said, break of that inside bar. This is what I was looking at. I was looking at a sell, and when I was looking at this inside bar right here, we had a little run up. Got short right there, and then I got short again right here, and then I started covering it right up in here. I'm just not leaving the runners. I just wanted to make back some profits that my Auto Trader lost for me. Auto Trader didn't take this trade right here, and I'm just wondering. No, I did the back tests. It in order for it to go short, it has to be, below like this area right here. The moving averages have to be separated and moving down. Okay. Um, but I just manually took that trade right there. This is a decent trade. Okay. Uh, for one, you had a 111 aggregated buy, and we closed below it. They got caught. That is a trapped buyer right there. Okay. And then you had a buy imbalance, and then you had inside bars right here. So when you break that area right there, you're looking for shortness. You're looking to go short right there. Okay. I just covered some right up in here because, I, well, I wanted to make back some of the money my auto trader lost me. But this is the kind of stuff you gotta look for. You gotta I mean, look at this. You got a buyer right here, and we closed below it. That is a trapped buyer right there, okay? And then you got the buy imbalance, and we closed below it. We kind of popped up. We have some inside bars and a break of that. You got to go short. Because that's a trapped buyer. Buyer got in there. We closed below it. That is always a go sign right there to get in short right there. You got in short right there. And let's say you got out right up in here. That's like a buck 50. That's I mean, $150 is real quick in like 10, 15 seconds. Yeah, that's awesome. How did this stack up on the pulse chart? How did this stack up on a 32 range bar? I don't know. Yeah, trying to see actually where was it? It was about 11:14. It was right here. It was right here. Yeah, we had a sell, but yeah, it probably would have moved up and then we kind of went right back down. I'm I know I do like the 32 range bars, but I'm starting to like the 5 second with the double stacked buy and sell balances. But whenever you see something like this, whenever you see a trapped buyer, you see a buyer and we close below it, that's trapped. Okay. You can get in here and put your stop up in here. Okay. And then you see a sell and balance with an inside bars. That's awesome. And a break of those inside bars, that's a fantastic trade. You got multiple things telling you to go short. You got a trapped buyer, you got a sell and balance zone, two of them, and the inside bars. Okay. The auto trader tried to take that and it got stopped out, but that was a valid trade. That's just the way it is. We got a buyer right there, that 148 buyer. Let me slow grind up. So I don't know. This is a, if you made your money in the morning, that's the best thing to do is just move on. If you're already green for the day, don't give back money. Okay. Like if this auto trader uh, loses anymore, I got to shut it down because I ain't going to let a green day get back too much profits. At 11:20, We got a 1-minute buy and balance that we're holding up right there and starting to trade through it. It's right there on the point of control. That's the bad thing. You don't want to be trading like right up in here, man. Okay, you're trading right up here, all up in this volume area. Okay, you want to try to wait until we get down in here, possibly around 2.5. Around that area, once we start selling off and get down into this area. All right, nah, I'll keep it running. I'm gonna let the auto trader run. Um, I mean, the version that you're on doesn't have the auto trader. I'm still looking into it. Uh, but we're trading the micros. We're trading the NQ. We traded the minis earlier this morning. We made our profit, and then I just switch over to the micros just to keep trading. The auto trader made a couple of trades. I've been doing better manually than auto trading, so uh, it is what it is. We're right here at the point of control. Right here, we're right here at the 1 minute. The 1 minute, we're right here at the point of control for the 1 minute. You got to think about where we're at. We had all these sellers right here. You had all these sellers right here, and we're right here at this point of control area. This is probably an area you don't want to be trading in. Okay, you want to wait for a sell off. Come down to the value area low down in here. This right here is the value. This right here, value area low, value area high. Okay. And the yellow bar is the point of control. That's where most of the volume has been traded. Okay. That's where you want to be. Okay. Once we start selling off and then we start going into the low value area low right here, you got to see how it reacts. Right now, we're just slow grind sideways, folks, on a 1 minute. We're just a slow grind sideways. I thought for sure we would slow grind up. And once we got up to here, I thought for sure we'd come up here to the VWAP, but we haven't. I thought for sure it tried to at least kiss the VWAP, but it didn't. So I don't know what it's doing. Are we going to slow grind down to the value area low? Possibly. The order flow bar moving average is right here. My custom order flow bar moving average. The yellow line is the fast. That's the fast, and the blue line is the slow. Basically, it's a Heiken Ashi data smoothed out with a exponential moving average. That is basically what that is. We've got the heat map too, but the heat map problem with the heat map, I'm using Ninja Trader. I'm using Ninja Trader on Parallels because I'm running a MacBook Pro. I'm running Ninja Trader on Parallels. Okay, so it's kind of difficult, folks. It's kind of difficult to be doing stuff like that. Let me switch over to my funded account. So it's kind of difficult to do that because I don't give it enough resources, to be quite honest. I just don't give it enough resources. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. Whoops. Um, can come on down there at 280 maybe. We got a buy and bounce on the 1 minute, very slight buy and bounce, but we traded right through it. That was this right here. That buy and bounce, we traded right through it. We're right here at the point of control. Bad area to be taking trades, folks. Bad area to be taking trades. You can try it. You can try it like me if you want. Uh, but just be aware you're right in the middle of thick volume, folks. Thick volume. You're right in the middle of some thick volume. We're right in the middle of some thick volume, folks. Thick volume. That's not good. That's NQ. Shit. That's not a micro. Oh my God. I thought that was a micro. Oh well, I might blow a funded account. I thought that was a micro. Shit. Motherfucker. I thought that was a micro, folks. That's my fault. It should. All right. Well, at least I got back some of the money. Uh, yeah, that was kind of crappy. Yeah, I thought that was a micro. I guess it wasn't. I'm only down $100 on my funded for today. I thought that was a micro. Oh well. Uh, that auto trader is still on. Yeah, the auto trader is still on account 19. 119 aggregated buy order. We got 119 right there. 119 aggregated by a 30 single order contract right there at the point of control. We're sitting here on a 1 minute, just kind of consolidating around, just kind of pissing around. Uh, ain't doing very much, folks. It ain't doing very much. Uh, let's see what we can do. It's 11:30. Maybe I shouldn't be trading a funded account at 11:30. I'll just go ahead and switch that over. So we've got 119 aggregated buy, 30 single order contract. 1 minute moving averages are kind of crossover and sloping upwards. So we could get a push up, but we're right here at the point of control. Bad area to be trading, as you saw with my funded account. I thought I was trading micros. I guess not. So I got back some of that money. I'm only down $100 on my funded. Ain't no big deal. I'll get that back tomorrow. I wanted to focus on account 19 to try and get this passed and see what we can do. So you got some buyers right here. As you can see right here, you got some buyers, 148, 111, 119, but you got all these sellers right here. And that's what you got to get through is got to get through all those sellers right here in this area where the point of control is. So uh, maybe the bottom is in, folks. I don't think we're going to be breaking the lows anymore. The bottom could be in with all these buyers stepping in a little bit. Of course, those sellers probably selling them contracts. $11.34, folks. I around lunchtime, I don't know. I might keep the stream open. I might have to switch. Might have to switch over and stream on my laptop screen because I need to get some work done. I need to get some work done. They are definitely trying to sell this thing. What? 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 That's strange. So when you have that auto trader on, it doesn't matter. I don't know if I like this auto trader the way it's set up because I have the settings for auto trader. Man, I just don't know about this auto trader. When you have this thing set up, you really have to be careful. Uh, See, when you fill that order, yeah. So that will fill that. Ah, man. So auto trader will go off and no matter what account or what micro, it still goes off of the 5 second because I have the auto trader. The way I was testing this, I executed an order here. This is trading the minis. I have the micros set, but the auto trader is going to go off of the minis and the micros. And since I have the auto trader long and short enabled with auto mode on, it's going to do it no matter what for the mini or the micro, even if you execute off of another chart. Uh, I need to hear back from Rhythmic. Ninja Trader works right now if you wanna use Ninja Trader, the add-on. Ninja Trader works. Also, if you're talking about my custom platform, it has to get vendor approved from, it has to well, has to be vendor approved from Rhythmic, which I'm going through that process now. Hopefully, I can hear back from them today. So hopefully today, uh, I'm pretty sure this week I'll hear back from them. And then after that, yeah, that'll be great. But then I have to talk with these prop firms. Like I have to talk with Apex, Bullnox, Lucid, all these other prop firms, and be like, "Hey, support. Uh, I'm a, release the platform. Have it have access to your users because even if I release it, uh, even if I release it, let's say Bullnox or Apex says, "Oh no, you can only use the approved platforms." Well, the platform would be a vendor approved for Rhythmic, so hopefully that they would allow it. You know, there's a lot of BS I have to go through, to be quite honest. A lot of BS for the prop firms. A lot of BS for the prop firms. And why that should have taken that. That should have taken that. Come on, man. Get back here. Alrighty. Oh, we got big selling right here, folks. Got some big selling, big selling. 210 aggregated sell, 131 single order contract. 210 aggregated sell, largest contract, largest order was 131 contracts. So you got some big dogs selling this market. You got some big dogs selling this market. Them buyers, they underwater, man. Is you underwater? Um, oh, all right. Come on, man. You're getting shut off. You're getting shut off. I gotta focus. Uh, we got 210 aggregated sell and 131 single order contracts, and we closed above it. That's a trapped seller. But how much really are they trapped? You got all these sellers back here. You got all those sellers right there. But that is a close above it. That is a trapped seller. And if you did get in on that, that's actually profitable. You're actually profitable right now. If you didn't get in on that, you just wait for a pullback. See, just wait for a pullback. Let's see if it'll uh, keep going. The bad thing is the 1 minute orthoplay bar movement averages are sloping downward, so that is kind of bearish. But you have a trapped 210 seller right there. You have a trapped seller right there, just kind of like how we saw that trapped buyer earlier on the 5-second chart. Yeah, you had a trapped buyer there. Now you got a trapped seller, as you can see right here on the 1 minute. A trapped seller. We got a large single order, large, not single order. We got large volume being filled out right here. It wasn't 100 aggregated orders, so it didn't show up. It was just a big, large bubble with dark green, which means high positive delta on the heat map. That means high positive delta. Uh, are we going to sell off a little bit? Where are we going to sell off to? We're going to sell off a little bit. You got nothing on the books down here, man. You got a little bit at 262. You got a little bit at 262. Are we going to sell off to 262? Maybe, maybe not. We ain't got nothing on the books. You got a little bit forming right there. There ain't nothing. Um, you got some liquidity up in there. Not much. So I made a mistake and my funded account got smacked by $100. Oh well, that ain't nothing. Oh wow. You have some trap sellers. Whenever you see that, and we saw that on the 5 second as well. We didn't see it at all right here. Okay, we didn't see it up in here. Okay, but when you see this right here, seller, and we closed above it, when you break that right there, that's a trap seller. Okay, that's the kind of stuff you want to see. We have a blow off top right here. We have a blow up top right here. I'm just going to take my profits and move along. I'm trying to stay focused. I just took my profits and moved along. That's a nice little pop right here. And the reason I took my profits is look at that delta right there. You see this big negative delta? Well, that's the come on, man. Seriously? Uh that's this right here. Okay, that's that thousands aggregated sell 984 single order contract. So I just went on ahead and just took my profits. Right there, ain't gonna piss around. I don't care about leaving more money on the table. You know, you just take it. Just be happy with what you get, folks. Be happy with what you get. Okay. Be happy with what the market will give you. Okay. Be happy with what the market will give you. You had a 210 trapped seller. We closed above it. You know, we came up here to where this large delta is because you had 1,000 aggregated sell orders right here. So I'm taking my profits. I'm done. Okay, I'm taking them. You had like 900 of it was one single order. So, and you see right here how it stopped up in here and it's kind of pissing around. Okay, yeah, because there's large single order delta right there. It was like 900 single order contract. That was a thousand. What was it? 1.1 thousand aggregated. Yeah, this one right here. 984 single order sell contract. 1.1 K. 1.1 thousand within milliseconds. Yeah, I ain't pissing around with that. I'm taking my profits. I don't care. Ah, yeah. Hold on. All right. So we kind of came up here. We might move up to the VWAP. Who knows? Who knows? This is kind of. Uh, look at that. Remember that 111? It was on a 5-second chart. That 111 buyer, and look what happened. On the 1 minute, it closed below it, and we sold off. You just take your profits down there. Okay, maybe you get yourself about $500. Maybe you can come up here and get yourself, I don't know, $1,000. That's about $1,500 for today. That's pretty good. I didn't get that because down here I was trading a few micros, so I didn't get that. But yeah, if you want to sit here and wait and look and just look for trapped buyers and sellers, man, it happens every week. Happens every week and get good trades off of them. You can get good trades off of these trapped buyers and sellers. Even the big dogs, big institutions get trapped, man. You ain't the only one selling the lows and buying the highs and everything. You ain't the only one. I know I ain't. What time is it? 11. Oh, it's 11:50. Here, hold on. I'll be right back. Oh, we got 103 aggregated sell right there. We got 103 aggregated sell to, that. Okay, here I'll be right back. Are we going real? One, just one. All right. Ugh. Oh boy. You see how we're around that big seller right there? That this big negative delta right here. We just we're around it. That's in order for us to get above the VWAP, you're gonna have to get all those shorts really uncomfortable, man. If my thing will work. Oh my word. parallels, man. Don't ever do it with Mac. Um, yeah, these shorts are uncomfortable right here. Yeah, they're getting there. Yeah, just don't do parallels with Mac. And trying to use Ninja Trader. It's not a good idea, folks. It's just not. And if you're gonna do it, make sure you got enough resources. You gotta have a pretty beefy system. I know I don't, but hey. Uh well, going into lunch, it could be turning slow. Going into lunch, it could be slow, folks. It could be slow. Um, yeah. It could be a little bit slow going into lunchtime. It could be slow. We ain't got much news coming out, man. We had a little bit of news right here. We had a little bit of news right here at 9:58. Have received a report of further incident involving a tanker transitioning in the Straits of Hormuz. That's about it. That's about it for the news. You got Trump attends NATO dinner at 12:05. Yeah, who knows? Farage to resign as MP. You know, we ain't got much going on. What are we doing with Iran, folks? What are we doing with Iran? Trump said we had a deal. Did the Iranians say we had a deal? Uh, Boy, that was a little gap down, wasn't it? On that 5 second, just kind of gapped right there. You see how it closed right here, but it just gapped about a couple points. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Uh, yeah. Are we going to be moving back down? Is the question. Are we going to be moving back down? You got the 1 minute moving averages sloping upwards. The order flow bar moving averages sloping upwards. And it's kind of not what you want to be doing. There we go. Curl right back over. We close below the fast moving average. We need to curl back over and then try to get a short. Got some you got some offers sitting up there. You got a little bit of offers sitting up there. Oh, you got about 56 right there. Look at that, 56. Got about 32 offers on the books. 33. You got about 30 about 30 sitting there at 380 right here. As you can see on the heat map, it's filled out a little bit. Um, you know what I want to do is I want to take this box right here, take this little thing right here, and I want to have an option to either show it or not show it. There's a lot of things I need to get done. One of the main things I really want to try to get done is get vendor approved with Rhythmic this week. If I can do that, holy smokes, it's going to be game on. If my custom platform gets approved with Rhythmic, it's going to be game on. Well, it is approved with Rhythmic, but it needs to be vendor approved for multi-user usefulness. Um, Hopefully, we can hear back from them. We might have already heard back from. Let me blank. I'm gonna blank my screen out real quick and check my email just to see what's going on. Running down, blah, 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 so take profit, blah 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 blah. Nothing. Nope. We ain't heard back from them. No, we have not heard back from Rhythmic, which is a good thing. Here, let me unblank my screen. That's a good thing. We haven't heard anything back from Rhythmic. Maybe they still testing it. Maybe they haven't even started. Who knows? Um, because I had to give them a copy of the platform. I had to give them a copy of the platform, and then I guess I don't know what they do with it. Maybe they manually click and play around with it. I don't know what they do. All right, 397 coming up to the VWAP. Are we going to hit the VWAP? You got about 400, about at 439. Whoops, about 400. There, you had some sitting on the books right up in there. You see right here. You see how big that histogram is right there? About 399, about 400. You got some sitting on the offer right there. It's going to be kind of hard to break through there, folks. Are we going to break? Man, if we break through it and close above it, the VWAP, what the heck? That would be nuts. Yeah, yeah, about 400 right there, sitting on the offer. You got about 400 sitting on the offer, man. Got about 400 sitting on the offer right there, about 400, man. No, you got about 130 some sitting on the offer at 400. 130 some sitting on the offer at 400, 137 at the offer on 400, right up in here, as you can see right here. Of course, the histogram, the little bar. I mean, that bar is pinned to the right, so that's quite a bit. Um, Also, the heat map right there is kind of lit up. You can see, all right, we're coming up to her. Are we going to get filled? Holy smokes! If we close above the VWAP, it's going to be a nutty, nutty, nutty day, man. Oh man, that's gonna be nutty. And we got about more buckaroo. We got some fills there, baby. You got some fills happening. Come on, show it. You got some fills happening all up in there, man. You got some fills happening up in there. You got some fillaroos. You got some fillaroos happening. And it's a game changer, folks. It's a game changer. Are we gonna close above the order? The mother lovers. I'm just gonna take my profits. I ain't gonna piss around with this. Righty. So what did I do? This is basically what I kind of like. We had a run up here. We had a buy and bounce. We had 148 aggregated volume, 72 single order. We had a micro pullback right here. Once we closed above this, I kind of got in. Once we started basing around here, I just kind of cut the trade. Okay. I just cut the trade and be done with it. Man, the drawing tool sucks. My custom platform, it's a lot better, man. Maybe if I stream on Ninja Trader. Oh, come on. You mother effer. Oh, man, it's still set to the. It's my resources, man. This is why I stopped streaming with this crap. I got the auto trader turned off. We closed above the volume weighted average price. It's a nutty, nutty, nutty day there, folks. It's a crazy day. We closed above the volume weighted average price at noon. Now, probably what will, more than likely, this is what I'm expecting to just trade around the VWAP until the close. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Uh, Alrighty, folks. Well, it's a nutty day, ain't it? You probably would have got yourself a little bit right up in there. At 148, and we kind of moved down. That was actually a pretty good one. I should have held on to it, but well, what I need to start doing is going back to my old ways. Instead of all in, all out, I just need to leave some runners on there now. I can't get that because I'm eating. I can't get that back because I'm eating. Oh well. Look at that, boys. Yeah, well, I'm buying right there. You got sell and bounce zone right there with the inside bar. That is actually a pretty good sign right there. You got sell and bounce with the inside bar. You got double sell and bounce with the inside bar. And we start trading below that right there. You got to get in, put your stop right here, put your stop right up in here, and you're done. Uh, That's a quick couple points. Like I said, we'll probably just piss around here at around this area. It's lunchtime, so be careful. Alrighty. Um. Oh wow, we're actually moving up quite far. I didn't think that we'd do that. I thought we'd go back to the VWAP. Wow, it's a strong one, boys. NQ took the blue pill and went straight up, my man. Oh Lord have mercy! Look at that. It took the blue pill. Look at that. It took the blue pill and went wow, straight up. Okay, you go, my boy. Okie dokie. You. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. All right. Huh? Wait. Okay. All right. All right. I'm just looking. I'm looking at some stuff. Let me. Well, no. Okay. Well, at least we caught. Okay. Um, we done pretty good so far today. Uh, right here, we had that 210 aggregated sell. We had 131 single order contracts. That seller got caught because we closed above it. Okay, when you see that, that right there is a trapped seller at the bottom of the lows, I think. Come on, man. Come on there. Come on there. Help me out a little bit there, Windows. I tell you what, I know I keep complaining, but I'm going to tell you what. Parallels with Ninja Trader, not a good idea. Okay. It could work if I had a beefy system. It could possibly work. But I don't. Okay. Um, I got a MacBook 3. I got a MacBook Pro. It's an M3. I'm running. I mean, here I'll show you what I'm doing. It's actually pretty. This is what I got. Processor 8, memory 14, and I'm trying to sit there and run uh, Ninja Trader on that on Parallels. It ain't a good idea. It's not a good idea, folks. We got about 110 sitting on the offer up there at about 478. Looks like the NQ took the blue pill and went straight up, folks. I don't know. See right here, when you're down here, down at the value area low, which is right here. When you're down here and you get that 210 aggregated sell order and you close above it, 130 31 of it was one single order contract, and we closed above it. Yes, we're below the order flow bar moving averages, but we closed above the big trapped seller right there. You got to get yourself some. You got to get yourself some and put your stop down here at the low of that 210 right there. Put your stop down there and then you would have got yourself some. And yeah, you would have got yourself some. You would have got yourself about $1,000, 14, $1,500 trade. Uh, yipper, yipper. You see, and what you have to do, you just have to sit here and wait. How long did you have to sit there and wait? About 2 hours. About 2 hours for a nice big old fat trade like that, trying to catch the lows. See, those people that are trying to trying to short. Here, let me go get my tea. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll explain this. Let me go get my tea. We got a boner candle. Where to buy? What? Oh, you got about 100 and some. Oh, where? Uh, about 478. You got some offer sitting there at 478, but you got a little boner candle with the stacked buy and balance right up in there. If you get in up in there, you got about 238 aggregated buy orders. 175 of it is one single order. If we get above that, we spiked above it. If we can't get above it, you got to cut the trade. If you start trading below that stacked buy and balance area, you got to cut the trade and get the hell out of Dodge, folks. Boom! All right, let me go get my tea. Oh, my Lord. Yeah, go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Take that blue pill. Oh, my word. It's going off the daggone screen. Oh, my word. Kelsey, get in here. It's going off the screen. All right. All right, let me go get my. Oh, my word. I'm telling you. Not a good. Look at this crap. It's not a good idea to be. I know. Ain't that something? It's not a good idea to try to do parallels and ninja trader, folks, especially when you ain't got the resources to do it. I'll be right back. Boy, look at all them buyers. Somebody woke up Citadel and BlackRock and said, boys, we got to take the market back up. It was Trump. Trump called them mother lovers and said, stop selling it. I want you to go up. And boom, it took the blue pill, went straight up, my man. Holy smokes. We got about 100 sitting on the offer at 29,505, 29,505. You got about 120 sitting on the offer. You got about 300 sitting on the offer at 29.5, 29,500, 29,500. You got about 300 sitting on the offer. Bill them boys, you ain't got the balls. Oh, yeah. Oh, they got the balls. Right when I said BlackRock ain't got the balls, they said, what? Shut up there, Chris. I got the balls and I got the field. It was all right here, folks. We had a boner candle. We had stacked buy and balance. I set up here. Let me show you my settings. My settings. Boom, boom. That's all, folks. Bubble mode, aggregated, large volume, 100, and balance ratio is 4 times more buyers and sellers, stacked levels of 2. And I say show 2 plus zones. That's only going to show you 2 or more zones. You have a buy and balance zones right here. You have 2 of them. That right there with the boner candle and a break of that right there, you got to get in. Oh, it kind of popped up a little bit, kind of sold off. And if it went down below here, below the double buy and balance zone, you got to get the hell out of Dodge. We kind of trickled back down a little bit. Then Trump probably called BlackRock, Citadel, Goldman, said, boys, take her up. And then all of a sudden it went boom. Daggone things going off the screen again. Daggone things going off the screen again. Boy, I am having a hard time with this daggone parallels. That was a trap seller right there. 321 aggregated sell, and we closed right at it. You got trapped a little bit, didn't you, boy? Yeah, you did. All righty. See, this is what happens in the market. All of a sudden, it's born and all hell breaks loose. And it broke loose at 12:24 during lunchtime. What the heck? All them sellers are like, yo, we got to close our contracts to go get ourselves a beer. So they just close out all the contracts and goes up. And then when they come back and got their bellies full with the beer, they might just go home. Who knows? Uh, Look at that 119 with the big positive delta right there. Got 119 right there. 80 of it was one single order. Ba-boom. It all started with that trap seller down at the bottom of the lows. Now, I didn't think it would do this. I thought it would just sell all stinking day. I didn't think we would close above the VWAP and then go back up to the value area high. Right up in here. This is the value area high with all these buyers up in here. Yeah, folks, I wouldn't try to be shorting this. If you're See, here's the thing. If you're going to sit here, let me explain this. Here, let me close this out. Okay, let me explain something. Okay, let me explain something. And this has to be when you have all these sellers right here, okay, in the morning, we caught some of this short right here. When I saw that 1,000 right there, uh, 1,000 aggregated selling, got 900 single order contracts. 900 single order contract. People are saying, how can you have 900 single order contract? There ain't that much liquidity. Okay. Well, the thing is, these institutions play off the backs of each other. Like Goldman. Goldman might say, hey, we got 1,000 contracts we want to sell. And BlackRock will be like, yo, I'll buy them. I get some of that. Okay. Or it could be a market maker unleashing all hell on us. You know, you have no idea because we don't have the trade IDs. And the thing is, we're not privileged to the backroom deals that the big dogs are doing. But when you have all these sellers right here, and then all of a sudden you got all these buyers right here, and we start selling off, and you got all these sellers right here. Okay. When I saw these buyers right here, I thought that would be the bottom and we'd start trading back up, but we didn't get a signal to start going. You have some sellers right there, more sellers, more sellers. You have a buyer right here. I tried to get long up in here. Okay. Didn't work out. I think I got, stopped out or break even. I think it was a break even. Okay. And then we had on the 5-second chart. This is a 5-second chart, folks. This is a 5-second chart. Okay. I back tested it with the double buy imbalances and it works. Okay. Because normally I trade off of a 32 range bar. I kind of had to switch things up a little bit in the market environment we're in. But you have 111 buy and we closed below that. We saw it earlier on the 5-second chart and you could have gotten short and could have got you some of that because you got to trap the buyer. Okay. And you saw that on the 5-second chart. So we moved down. you start seeing a little bit of buying and a little basing out right here. Then all of a sudden, right here towards the lows right here, okay? Right here, this 210 aggregated sell with 131 single order contracts, and we close above it. That is a trap seller. So what do? You get in on the next candle right here. Okay, you get in on the break of that high right there, and you put your stop down here. Okay, because if we lose that 210, more than likely the sellers are just going to pile on, and we're going to make new lows. Okay, but we didn't. Okay, now I got me some of this right here, and then I sold it up in here. Okay, I just sold it up in here once we got that pop, because I saw that right around here. This line, this purple line right there, that's big, big negative delta. So once we got up close to that, I just cut the trade. Now I wish I didn't because man, we had one heck of a run. But do you know that when you're sitting here? Do you know that when you're sitting here, when we've been selling off all stinking day, and you're up in here and you see 103 aggregated sell and the big negative delta right there, because in the past you saw all the big dogs compiling in. Are you going to try and hold that right there, thinking you're going to be way up here at the five half? Maybe some guru later on tonight will be able to tell you that, but I'm telling you right now, I didn't know that. I thought for sure we'd be going back down, but nope, we sure ain't. But that's how you got to play this, okay? And you got to sit here and wait. How long did you have to sit here and wait for this big, awesome candle trap seller? How long did you have to sit here and wait for that trapped buyer? That trapped buyer, you had to sit there and wait about an hour or so, okay? Trap seller, you got to wait about 2 hours for it, okay? That's fine. A couple good trades a day, that's all you need, man. And this happens all the time. That ain't no rare occurrence of a trapped buyer and seller. Happens all the time. You ain't the only one selling the lows and buying the highs. You got desk traders at these institutions doing it. Look, it's 210 sell, and we closed above it. And then all of a sudden, that desk trader, if there's a desk trader in there with like 50, 100 contracts or something, or whoever institution did this, because this ain't no stinking retail trader, okay? And once we start closing above it and we start moving up and they start taking heat, they don't want the risk desk calling them asking, are they smoking dope at their desk again? No. So they cover, and it adds fuel to the fire. I don't know if they smoke dope at their desk, but you know what I mean. Hey, John, why are you trying to sell the lows again? And you got trapped. You smoking that dope again, boy? I don't know. I don't know what they do. All right, we got aggregated sell. No, I'm sorry. I'm the one smoking it now. We got aggregated. Oh my God, I'm smoking it again. Are we? But sell and balance. That going. We got sell and balance. You can see it's on the stinking screen. You can see it. It's on the stinking screen. And yes, I did get me some of that. And yes, I'm out. You know what my profits are? You don't want to know what my profits are? Here, I'll show you. We were just talking about is the desk trader smoking dope. You know what my profits are? This is funny. This is funny. You know where they're sitting at? It's 420, boys. I don't think I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's 420. Anybody know what 420 means? If you don't, go look up on chat and ask for what does 420 mean. I think it came up in back in high school at 420. The high schoolers used to go back behind the building and smoke a little bit. What does 420 mean? Okay, it's right here. 420 is a popular slang term in cultural symbol and cannabis culture. Cannabis culture, ooh. Used to refer to the consumption to the consumption to the consumption of marijuana, a specific time of day, 4:20 p.m., to partake in some recreational activity. Or April 20th, 420, which is celebrated globally as an unofficial holiday for weed. All right. You have been educated, my friends. You have been educated in the cannabis culture. Oh, shoot. We just missed another one. Daggone it. Talking about the cannabis culture, and I got screwed out of a trade. Oh, well. That marijuana activity on the Google to understand what the 420 means has cost me quite a bit. Oh, smokers. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You know, you got yourself a little bit right here. Ba boom, ba boom, boom, boom. Got yourself a little bit right there. Ba boom, boom, ba boom, boom. Uh, you had a sell and bounce. We had a little pullback. You get in on there. Take your profits right here. It's starting to base round, starting to come back on you. Close the stinking trade, folks. Take 220, move along. Take this one, move along for about 500. You know, I kind of got screwed on that one because I was kind of screwing around talking about the cannabis culture because my profits are at 420. Uh, yeah. You see what happens when I stream? I get screwed. Um, Yep, that's what happens, folks. If you don't take your profits, if you got in here, look at this. If you got in here around 29 530 is right around this area. You got to be careful, folks, because here's the thing. If you get in here and you start trailing this down, putting the stop at the highs right there, and you get stopped out right up in here for about 465, be thankful for what the market gave you. You want to know why you need to be thankful? Because right here, you got all them stinking buyers and you trying to go against them. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. You're going to try to go against all this institutional buying activity up in here, and you're going to go short. You better take your profits and run like hell, my man. Okay? Don't be a greedy pig. Now, I'm being serious about this, and I don't care for the fence people. Okay? Because if it does, it's a wake up call for you. Okay? Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. Do not be a stinking pig, okay? Take your profits. In this type of market condition, you have to trade like a monkey. See banana, take banana, okay? I'm being dead serious about this. Once that rain stuff kind of settles down and everything is kind of gone back to normal, whatever normal is, then yeah, go ahead. Do what I used to do. Go in two 2 or 3 minis, sell some, buy some, get yourself some runners, you know? I mean, that's how I used to do it. Nowadays, I'm all in, all out, okay? I don't leave no stinking runners. I'm all in, all out. But when you get a trade like this and you're in good, you better be trailing it down because you got all those buyers. And look what happened. It ran it back up. So don't be a greedy pig thinking you're going to get 50 or 100 points. Okay? Take what the market will give you and be happy. And take your stops. Don't ignore your stops. And then all of a sudden you're in the trade and you're like, oh, it's just an eval. I'll blow it. Who cares? Have I done it? Yes. Do I still do it? Yes. Am I going to do it in the future? Yes. Okay. But don't do it. Don't ignore your stops and let it be a hope trade. Well, I hope it comes back. I hope it comes back to my stop. And I hope it comes back to my stop. And I promise I'll get out. And all of a sudden it comes back to your break even. I hope it comes back to my break even. I promise I'll get out. All of a sudden it comes back to your break even. You're like, oh man, is this going to turn profitable? And all of a sudden you're down again. You know, it's just, don't make yourself an emotional wreck. Trading is hard enough. Don't make yourself an emotional wreck. I mean, look at me this morning. 2 losers in a row. Okay, 2 losers in a row, and I was like, oh wow. All of a sudden, I had a buy signal, legitimate buy. Went in, moved to a break even, got stopped out. Okay, no big deal. Had to pay a little slippage and commission. Then all of a sudden, a few seconds later, bam, sell signal stepped in, and you saw me take it live. I took it, made a little bit of money. Okay, so that's just the way it is. Now I'm sitting here at 420. Oh my word. Ain't that funny? The sim account, I opened up a chart and took a trade and I didn't realize I was on sim. I gotta reset that. Um, yeah, but that's just the way it is, folks. It's just the way it is. 1240. You got all these buyers up in here, man. We could come back down to the VWAP. The VWAP's kind of flatlining. We're at 411 on the VWAP. It's kind of flatlining. On the 1 minute, we're below the order flow bar moving averages, so it is kind of looking to move back down. Okie dokie. Ugh. All right, folks. I think I'm going to call it a day. I think I got to go somewhere at 2 o'clock anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day. I'll be back on at 9:15 tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow will bring us. Hopefully, hopefully the market will do pretty good. Let's take a look at the news. Let's see what we got going on for tomorrow. July 8th is tomorrow. What we got going on? IMF World Eco Outlook update at 9 o'clock. At 10:30, we got crude oil inventories. So watch out for all your crudies at 2 o'clock. FOMC meeting minutes. This is just the meeting minutes, folks. Unless they say something crazy, I don't think it'll be all that. Okay. These are just meeting minutes. It's not the actual FOMC. It says right here, FOMC meeting minutes. So at 2 o'clock. You got to be careful around that, though. It's usually priced in. But 2 o'clock, I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest. FOMC meeting minutes, who cares? Because we should be trading from 9:30 to noon. Okay. 9:30 to 12 o'clock. Okay. After that, you really shouldn't be trading. Okay. So who cares about 2 o'clock? You shouldn't even be on there. Make your money in the morning and do not give it back. Okay. So that's all I have. I'll be on at 9:15. Tomorrow morning, 9:15. That's all I have. Later.